Every day they dig. Every day they pour blood, sweat and skin to dig themselves out of their iron walls, put up by a just king with the help of Allah as a result of their own actions. They dig and dig, and when they go to rest, the wall and the ground beneath go back to its untouched state. Their work, meaningless and fruitless. Long ago lived a firm ruler, a just warrior, mentioned in the Quran as Dhul Qarnayn. He was a king who had conquered most of the world by the will of Allah, traveling the lands far and wide to spread justice and the way of Allah. On one of his expeditions between two mountains, he found there a people, tired of the oppression and corruption caused by their neighboring tribes. Their neighbors were known as the people of Ya'juj and Ma'juj, Gog and Magog. Harsh and dry, who move with haste and speed. They are human beings just like us, but perhaps the worst parts of us. The greed within us multiplied many times. The darkness that looms within many hearts today multiplied. The hunger for more and more. The corruption within us, the sins multiplied. The people who will outnumber the believers 999 to 1. They wreaked havoc on those poor souls with constant war, pillaging and sin. Dhul Qarnayn responded to the pleas of the tribe, beginning to construct a barrier between the darkness and them. A barrier between the two mountains so strong that no weapon, no attempts of breaking through it would succeed unless with the will of Allah. This barrier, this wall, is the only thing holding back Ya'juj and Ma'juj from resurfacing on the face of this earth, wreaking havoc and corruption. Though this wall is indestructible, Ya'juj and Ma'juj still attempt to break through, digging undernet, trying to break through or find ways around it. The people of Ya'juj and Ma'juj will remain stagnant, forever in their state of relentless toil, desperately fighting the will of Allah, until one day their leader commands them to return and rest and will say, "We will dig it tomorrow if Allah wills." Insha Allah. This tomorrow will be one of the final signs of the end. The tomorrow in which believers and disbelievers will all run to seek protection from these people, hiding in the mountains and caves. This tomorrow will be when the barrier collapses, not because of the relentless digging of Ya'juj and Ma'juj, but because of the will of Allah. Only because the commander spoke with Allah in his heart will the barriers collapse. Death, destruction, and absolute corruption will spread. Ya'juj and Ma'juj are names that are derived from the Arabic words ujaj, meaning harsh, dry, and al-aj, meaning fast, hastily. Words that describe their cursed nature. As they spread throughout the earth, the rivers cease to flow, the wildlife faces decimation, and thriving crops succumb to their stampede, withering away. Why unleash such a disaster? Allahu a'alam. Allah knows best, but the power of Allah's will is incredible. As He wills, events will occur, and we must accept the unknown wisdom behind it. The phrase Insha Allah too comes with incredible power. As in the Quran, Allah commands us to speak about our doings of the future with Allah in heart and tongue. This shows that we, the people, must submit our will to Allah's will. It instills a sense of calm and hope in our hearts that whatever the outcome, it is graced with the will of Allah. Whether a disastrous one or a beneficial one, it is what Allah had willed for us. It illuminates humility in the sight of Allah and will raise us higher, closer to Him. Speak with Allah in your heart and mean it when you say, Insha Allah. Do your best to succeed and fulfill your own will, but always submit to Allah's will, as that is Islam, and we are Muslim, the ones who submit. There are many other end-of-day signs before Ya'juj and Ma'juj are released. One of them is that Prophet Isa, alayhi salam, will descend and be with us at the time when they are pouring out of the barrier. He will lead us to the caves and mountains to hide, for that is all we can do against them. Ya'juj and Ma'juj will destroy, pillage, and cause absolute corruption until the prayers of the believers are answered. A disease will be sent to them, ending their reign of death and destruction. And because of their rotting core, there will be a stench on earth until Allah sends every animal and critter, every bird and microorganism to feed on them, from which every beast of the lands will flourish and grow fat, bringing a short era of prosperity and peace, until we are called to be judged before our Lord. This was Ya'juj and Ma'juj, explained in 6 minutes roughly, covering the key parts of this prophecy and a vital lesson of this dunya. So, always speak with Allah in your heart about the future, and pray that Allah delays their release.